In 2002, my father-in-law Pete told me he was at the 1954 World Series game where Willie Mays made his famous over-the-shoulder catch. I was speechless. Now, Pete wasn't the easiest guy for me to connect with. He was 77 years old, an attorney, accomplished and kind, but somehow just out of reach to me. I, on the other hand, was a young bride, a novice attorney, and all too eager to please. At this particular moment in time, cancer had spread throughout Pete's body. He was sent home from the hospital. As I spent his final days with him, a stillness hung in the air. With his casual mention that he was at the game, I was stunned. As a huge baseball fan, how could I not have learned this sooner? I scolded myself for the missed opportunity. I peppered him with questions about the catch, and his eyes danced as he traveled back in time to tell me about it. He said the ball was hit so high and so far that it was just absolutely impossible that anyone could catch it. He said when Willie caught the ball, the crowd was at first incredulous and then jubilant. I sat mesmerized, present, hanging on every word, and for that one moment, his cancer and our too good manners relationship were forgotten. We were two baseball fans, and we were having fun. Over the next few days, Pete lost his ability to communicate, and a few days after that, he was gone. To this day, the non sequitur of the Willie Mays exchange stays with me. Someone makes an extraordinary catch in 1954 and it leads to a deathbed connection 48 years later. Why would you talk about baseball in somebody's final moments? Where does baseball end and the most poignant, important moments in our lives begin? Maybe it's okay if they're not separate. My love of the game means I love the people I enjoy it with. That afternoon with Pete, when he shared his recollections with me, I felt like for the first time we had found an authentic common ground. It was a rally in the bottom of his ninth. I wish I remembered more of what Pete said that afternoon, but isn't that always the way? Once we're old enough to want to remember what our elders told us, they're not there anymore. But I can tell you this, that when I watched the Mets retire Willie's number in a surprise ceremony, I was sitting on my couch, weeping, and I didn't know why I was crying. But maybe it's because in the end, all we really have is life, death, and Willie's catch.